For you guys. Today, we're going to talk about day trading secrets, how to enter and exit like a pro. So make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because over here, what I do, I help struggling traders take their trading to the next level because I've been trading these markets for 13 years and I know how hard it is to look at these charts and trade these charts like a pro. So don't worry, I got you. I'm the guy that's going to take care of you. So hit that subscribe button, hit those like buttons, and shout out to all my addicts out there because you know I'm not the only one that's addicted to these markets. So let's get the party started, guys. Now, you need key levels, all right? Every professional trader that I know, they always look at key levels, or they always have key levels, and they wait for price to get to those key levels, and they wait to see how price reacts to those key levels because it's a strong possibility price might turn. That's why you want to wait for a key level. You don't want to trade every single time your setup shows up on a chart. You want to wait for key levels because it's a strong possibility when price hit that key level, price might turn and go. So that's why you wait for key levels. Now, if you're day trading, there's a lot of key levels you can look at. Let me give you some examples. So one key level you can look at is a moving average, all right? Next one, pivot points. The next one, supply and demand. Next one, support and resistance. And the next one is trend lines. Now, when it comes to trading, you have actually even more key levels than this. But today we're going to talk about 3 of these key levels. And the key levels that we're going to talk about today is supply and demand, support and resistance, and trend lines. So let's go. Now, before we get into the charts, okay, let's talk about the entries, okay? How to enter the market. The first one we're going to use is a double bottom, okay? And the next setup that we can use is a pin bar, a nice simple pin bar and a double bottom. So, okay, so let me draw out what we are going to look for. So let's say that the market's going up, okay? And then the market forms some type of resistance right here, okay? And then finally, the market pops out this resistance, comes back, resistance turns into support, okay? We're gonna look for a double bottom. So the market's going up, it comes back to retest and shoots back up. So we're gonna look for a double bottom, okay? Again, we're gonna keep it very simple because I know a lot of you guys are beginners and you don't want to, make things hard, especially if you're new to trading. You don't want things hard. So we're gonna keep it very simple. A nice double bottom, okay? That's a high quality setup. And the next one we're going to use, guys, is a nice pin bar. So let's say that the market goes back and tests this right here. We're looking for a nice pin bar. So let's say that we have a wick right here. And then let's say that we have a nice little green, okay, body right here. And we're looking for the market to basically show us a nice little tail right here. And we're looking for that nice little pop out of this level right here. And we're looking for the market to continue, right? So let's actually go on a chart. But before we go to the chart, let's actually talk about exits too. Okay, so how are we going to get out, okay, in exits? So let's say the market is going up, all right? And let's say that we are making support right here, okay? It comes back to this support right here. Actually, let's say that we have a double bottom and we get in right here. We enter right here, and the first level I'm looking to get out at is the high, okay? It's very simple. We don't want to make things hard. We can do something like this, okay? And then we look to take our profits right at the high. Now, another thing I want to show you guys is if we are in a big range, right? Let's say we're in a big range and we get in at the bottom right here, okay? Do we want to get out at the top? No. So if you have a big range like this and you want to basically take this trade right here, a couple of things you can do. You can either get out pretty much in the middle, okay? Or you can say, you know what, I'm going to take 50% off right here, let the rest ride maybe to the high or whatever the case is. Or you can say, if this looks very good, you can say, you know what, I'm going to get out near the high, right? So I'm going to show you guys some examples right now. Okay, So this example, guys, is we're looking for supply and demand. Okay. So if you look at this right here, we have the market going down. Okay. We have a nice downtrend. That's number one. Number two, we have supply, and we're looking for a price to actually come back to supply. So actually, let me draw a trade. So I'm going to show you guys some more examples. Okay. So we are on the 5-minute chart, and the indicator is spot and demand right here. So price came back to this key level, which is demand, and it's basically showing us a nice double bottom. So let me show you guys the double bottom right here. We have the first test right here, and then we have that second test right here. Boom, we have a nice move to the upside and some nice profits. Now, when I'm day trading, my first target is always the swing high. Okay, so I want price to at least minimum go to the swing high, and for the most part I usually just get out. Okay, now if I feel like the trade has some more room to go up, sometimes I will hold for even more, but a lot of times I'm in and out of my moves because I know that once it hits these areas right here, price can actually pull back. So I want to get out. I believe that's a good exit because the odds is actually in my favor, and I don't have to worry about price hitting this and coming right back to me and stop me out, break even. Okay, but overall, can you hold this longer? You could. Your next target could be right here. Okay, and of course your last target would be right here. But you always got to keep in mind, if you're going for this target right here, all right, this move right here, if you look at it, all the way from here to here, that's 3 hours. So ask yourself, do you really want to hold that long? Okay, are you really day trading, or are you trying to swing trade? Okay, so keep that in mind. So me, I try to get out as quick as possible. The first level is usually where I like to get out. But if you want to hold a little bit longer, yes, you can target these highs right here or the last high. So let me show you guys another example. Okay, so again, the indicator is showing some demand right here. And with this indicator, guys, you can actually turn down the strength of the zone. So let's say that you don't want a lot of zones to pop up. You can actually decrease the amount of zones that you want. Okay, right now, I don't want that many zones. So you don't see that many zones on this chart. But if I want to increase the zones, okay, you will see more demand zones on the chart. So that's a good thing about this indicator. Another thing, you can change the color. You can do a whole bunch of other stuff. So let's go to draw this demand box right here. And what do we have? Remember, one of the setups that we are going to use is a nice pin bar. So we have a nice pin bar right here. Price went up. Okay. So the next question is, where do we want to exit? So we can say, all right, if I'm in this move, I'm saying, okay, this is a good area. Okay. This is probably our first trouble area right here. Or we can say, you know what, we could go for the highs. Now we went close right here. It pulled back, okay, into this level right here, and then it shot back up. So another thing you could do is, since the market is kind of, it's not like the best trend, okay, what you can do is, if it pops up right here and it pretty much gets halfway in, maybe you could take some profits off right here, and then if it comes back to you, you either get out break even, or maybe just hold it and see if it pops up one more time, and then you look for that target right here. Okay, or let me see if it actually went to the high. Did we went to the high? Eventually, yep. Eventually, it looks like we went to the high. Let me see. Yep. Eventually, we went to the high. So those are the things you can do. Okay, you can tell that this is not a strong trend. Okay, this is another thing you have to watch when you're day trading. If the market is really strong, maybe you can actually go for a good risk reward. But right here, the market's kind of a little suspect. So even if you bought right here, okay, going for the high right here, it might take forever. And look at it. If you bought right here, this is 8:30. Look what time. Let me see. What time did it reach the high? Okay, it reached the high at 14:35. 14:35 is 2:30. So we're talking about 1:30, 2:30. That's 6 hours. So that's why when it comes to day trading itself, I don't have big targets. I'm usually, if I bought this right here, I'll probably look for a nice 2-to-1 and I'm out. Okay, because I know sometimes the market, it gyrates, meaning that it goes up It comes back, it goes up, it comes back. So you might be stuck in a move for a long time and you trying to day trade. So you have to understand that, guys, first of all, understand how price is moving today. Is it sloppy? Are we in a range? If so, you probably don't want to go for bigger targets. But if price is moving pretty good, okay, if a strong trend, maybe you go for those longer targets, all right? So keep that in mind because a lot of people don't know that these are little things that can actually make you a better trader and step up your game. So let's go to another example. Okay, so now we're gonna go to support and resistance. Okay, so what we have here, guys, is nice support right here, support right here, support right here. Okay, and basically support right here. So support right here turned actually to resistance. So let's put the resistance line in. Okay, and we're gonna wait for price to actually come to this line. So notice how price came to this line and it gave us a nice double top. So let me show you that right now. Okay, we have a nice double top right here. Okay, and we're looking to get in. So we're looking to get in. Now, when we get in, guys, where are we going to get out? Now, let me say this before we talk about the exits. You have to know your exit before you get in the trade, guys. Let me say that again. This is very important. You have to know your exit before you get in the trade. You can't be guessing. You can't say, oh my gosh, I'm in a trade right now. Where should I get out? No, guys, you have to know your exit before. So if you want to get in this trade, you can say, you know what? I want to either go to this low right here, okay? Or you can say, you know what? I don't know if the price will actually go all the way back to the low. Let me just basically get out maybe when it comes to this area right here. Because a lot of times when price comes back to pretty much the last candle, you will see a bounce, okay? So you can either get out right here at that last candle, or you can say, you know what? I'm going to go all the way to the lows, okay? So let me show you guys another example. Okay, so we're looking for support, okay, right here, right? And then we have another one right here. So when price came back to this support right here, we see a nice pin bar, okay? So we want to get in when we see this nice pin bar right here. Let me zoom in a little bit better so you guys can see. You see we have this nice pin bar right here. All right, so when we get in, where do we want to get out? Remember, we have to know where to get out before we get in the trade, okay? So the first spot that I see where we can actually have trouble is right here. But I don't really want to get out right there, right? Because this is pretty much a one-to-one. I'm not saying that one-to-ones don't make money. I'm saying that maybe I can actually squeeze some more profits out of this. Now, the next area you can probably get out, okay, is probably right here, okay, or right here. Now, the way I would do this is I'll probably have a fixed profit target. So I would probably have a 2-to-1. So we have this, the size of this candle right here. Let's go 1, okay. Then we go 2. So I would probably get out right here, a nice little 2-to-1, because overall the market is ranging. Okay, we have these support right here. The market is ranging, and I really don't expect the market to just shoot straight up. Okay, remember, I'm day trading. This is not a swing trade. If it's swing trading, then it's a different story. But it's a day trade, so you know what? Let me get my 2-to-1. Let me get out, because this type of market, it's not really a strong trending market. Yes, I hit support, but it might not just go straight up and hit the top. It might take forever. If you notice right here, okay, all right, this is 9:45, and if you look right here, okay, at 4 o'clock, the market still didn't reach this high. Okay, so keep in mind, guys, you have to ask yourself what the market is doing, because guys, listen, this is day trading right here. So you have to be quick. You have to understand the market condition. You have to understand, if I hold this thing, it might not even reach my profit target if I want to go all the way to the top. Some of you guys trying to, go for these crazy risk to reward when you're day trading, and a lot of times your profit target doesn't make any sense. Me personally, I don't want to stay in a trade for 2 hours or 3 hours. I want to get in and get out. Okay. I usually try to hold my trade for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes the max. I don't want to be in a trade for 2 hours, right? Not even an hour, right? So let's go to the next one, which is trend lines. Okay, so this key level, we're going to talk about trend lines. Now, we have a nice trend line going on right here, guys. And then we have a double test right here. So we have a test right here on the trend line and another test right here, right? And then we want to get in right here. Now, where do we want to exit? Remember, you have to know this before you get in the trade. Me, personally, I like this right here. I like this high right here, okay? Now, this looks like a nice, strong trend. Now, maybe if you say, you know what, I want to hold a little bit longer, well, this is the type of market you can probably hold a little bit longer because we're trending up pretty good. Okay, it's not sloppy. It's a nice little trending market. Maybe the market will go up, okay, even more. So keep that in mind, all right? Let me show you guys another example of a trend line trade. Okay, so right here, guys, the market is going down. We have this trend line right here. And also, what we have here, guys, is a nice rejection off that trend line. And what do we have here? A nice pin bar. So we want to get in this trade. Now, we know we want to get in the trade. Where do we want to get out? First level will be right here. This nice swing low right here. Now, if I'm day trading this, yeah, I'll probably get out, right here. You can probably say, you know what? I think this market can actually go to the low. Right here is the first level. Price actually might stall and reverse. Okay, so keep that in mind. Maybe you want to get out right here or take some off right here. Okay, but the next level will be all the way to the lows. All right. Now, let me show you guys another example. Okay, so we have the market shooting up right here. We're creating a nice little trend line right here. We do have a nice double test on this trend line right here. The market can't go below this trend line. Nice double test. Nice move to the upside. Where do we want to get out? First one would be this area right here. Okay. And since we don't have really nothing to the left, we can say, all right, this is could be a power move to the upside. Maybe we don't get out right here. Maybe we another move to the upside, or maybe take some off right here and let some ride a little bit. Okay, so that is how you enter and exit and how you get in the market. Very simple, especially if you are a beginner. You don't have to, make things hard. The box at this right here.